Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Going Medieval. Last time, we got the farm going in what I would say full force. We do have a couple carrots missing, but besides that and the herb garden, which we're waiting for you to hit 25, which is pretty soon. Yeah, I would say that's mostly going. We finished the library completely, except for one table, which we're quite a ways away from. And last but not least, we got the root cellar going, which that's looking pretty good. But to start off this episode, even though it is midnight, we need to take a look at the job preferences. Because there was a minor update today, the combat preferences got split off into melee and range. Trading is a new preference, and everything for art was all consolidated. What I think is the coolest is, I don't know if we have any. Here we go. So, yeah, you actually like melee combat. Anyone that has this, we're just kind of gonna ignore. And if anyone has a pseudonym, which... here we go. Oh, only 4. Okay, well, you would have been a good speechcraft person. So it's still gonna be you. It doesn't look like it's changed too much for us, honestly. But it is good that they're starting to split the preferences a little bit more in the experimental build. Oh, and you actually, I think you might have picked this up. I don't know if you were originally good at range combat. So she's gonna really enjoy sniping people. That's pretty fun. And melee. Okay. And I think they might have fixed that issue with the jobs, because I didn't have to mess with any of that, so that's good. And that gets us through to morning. So, excellent. Today, we probably want to start off with cleaning the cellar a little bit, and then we'll get that fully established. There we go. We'll make it a little bit more symmetrical. There we go. We'll make it a little bit more symmetrical, and we'll see what happens to the kitchen above it. And then you are going to keep working on that. The apple tree horde grows. I love it. In fact, let's go ahead and move the campfire. We'll move you over here. Okay, we got the smokehouse. I think we still need to get the kitchen table itself. Okay, here we go. Cooking over here. It's only 30 chronicles. And we're just about on that. And, oh, limestone. And iron, actually. Okay. I didn't realize we needed iron for this. So we're slightly further away from that than I thought, but it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, interesting. We somehow even got some wild barley in the base. I'll take it. And we can probably start moving some of these stations into the kitchen. And then we'll add the second floor. We'll have whoever our primary cook is live on the second floor. And then we should be able to call this more or less complete. There we go. Alright, we're moving all the cooking stuff over to the kitchen. We're gonna finish the cellar. And then we'll get the second floor, roof, and then probably start tearing this clay up to terraform it. We are gonna have a little bit of overlay problems, but I think it should be mostly okay. And I also went ahead and moved the dumping ground for all the animal carcasses over here next to the smokehouse. And with that, we should go ahead and start looking at the second floor. Okay, there we go. We got our second floor. I'm going to go ahead and use a ladder for this one instead of stairs because I want to make the most use of the kitchen space. And we'll go ahead and do a second wall. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw the clay kiln up because I think I want to go ahead and have a brick roof for the kitchen. So we should probably start on this sooner rather than later. Although with the smelting and stuff, I think our next building is going to be the armory. Because right now we're just leaving all our weapons sitting out in the rain, which, believe it or not, isn't the best for them. So yeah, we're starting to get the first little castle put together. And how's this cellar progress going? Looks like we're doing okay so far. We'll want to clear these out before we say that we're okay up top. But I think with that wooden beam, we should be okay. And then as we expand further and further, we're going to get more and more beams up. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Probably either... Yeah, we'll do one more out and we'll put a wooden beam here. And then I think we should be okay. Oh, right, the cabbage. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with you last time. Let's see, it's the 8th day of summer. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just put you on flowering. Because we have a decent stockpile of seeds, this should get us in a pretty solid position, but at the same time get us a decent amount of food. And with that, we'll do some more scavenging out here real quick just to make sure we're okay on food. But once the kitchen's fully together, I think we'll be okay on that. Please don't eat the barley. We're growing that. Okay, looks like you just ate a bit of it, but not all of it. I should probably pen them in. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about that. These goats might just come over here and eat stuff, so let's set up an animal pen. Extortion. Oh, okay. This might be our first look at a legit extortion. Let's see. A figure from the Kingdom of York appears just outside Hawkshaw. She seeks an audience to strike a deal. Okay. So, I think Kingdom of York is technically a friendly faction. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you don't look too well armed. You're an archer. -7, so they're neutral towards us. This could be fun. We have a day to go talk to him, so that's fine. Might even go just talk to him tomorrow, because I have a few big-scale projects I would like to get done before then. Oh, actually, I did forget what I like to do with my defenses. There we go. Slight restructuring, but I think that'll be okay for a defensive post. And then once the ladder's deconstructed, we'll go ahead and put some flooring there. And make it look a little bit nicer. We'll do this. And we're going to put the animals right next to the smokehouse so they know what's going to happen to them if they misbehave. Although we should put the pen marker and the troughs in there too. Okay, there we go. Didn't realize it was a double gate, so I went ahead and expanded a little bit further. And that should be pretty good for us for now. Yeah, let's wait till morning, just because if they want to fight immediately, I want to be ready for that. And I think that last time, the reason we didn't get a extortion event was because those guys were cannibals. So I'm guessing they just straight up can't be bargained with. But if it had been bandits, we probably could have negotiated. That's pretty clever. I like that. And we're getting the last of the cellar finished up, and then we'll see how it looks. It looks like we're going to be okay with this as our starting cellar. Just let this get knocked out to be sure. Yeah. Oh, we gotta replace the floor on this, and I think because this is a fairly easy building project, we should be able to get the second floor put up before this next raid will come, and hopefully the defenses. And I'm guessing, yeah, because she's coming from over here, this is where the attack's gonna be. So, oh, okay, that'll be slightly offset. Although, yeah, I have been saying we need to start getting legitimate defenses. I think now might be the time to enact that plan. So let's try something slightly offset like this. Go down to 1 speed. Need to move these merlins slightly. There we go. Then we'll build new merlins on the outside. We'll need to deconstruct that. We'll need to flatten this one out. Maybe not the best time to be building defenses, just pre-siege, but with all the basic wooden stuff, and I think we have a pretty decent build crew, I think we should be okay. Just make sure we don't add too much more to this. And yeah, let's send the negotiator out nice and early. Which I believe is you? Yeah, 13. I am curious to see what they're going to want, because this is my first extortion by a friendly faction. In quotes, I guess. Gonna grab stone block cutting, just because we are going to need that for pretty much all the nice future tech that we're going to need. We haven't really gone in on stone mine yet, because I'm worried about getting this up after we weather this assault. And this should all be limestone, right? Yeah, limestone and iron right next door is perfect. Okay. It behoves. Is that how they used to say behooves? It behoves all working peasants to contribute to our cause, said the negotiator, feet planted firmly in the soil. If you refuse, we must assume you harbor monarchist sympathizers and punish Hawkshaw accordingly. So are you paying or what? So we can either make them an offer. Our people are depressed about that because we're giving in to some random outsider's demands. Or we can go tell them to kick sand and they'll come back and... Okay. 3 adept archers, a regular archer, and 3 marauders. Okay, they're starting to come with archers. I'm wondering if each different faction is going to have a different unit composition. Or we can just leave and come back. I'm just going to say no. You stood your ground. Took up arm... Oh. Oh yeah, they are not happy. The good news, the Society of Fellows, whoever those are, they seem pretty happy about that. Okay, this is cool. So, other factions have been in the game for a while, as far as I know. But all they really ever did was send traders and stuff. Now it seems like they're going to actually be a little bit more interesting in their own right. So I dig that. And, okay, we have 2 hours. Oh, it's right around the entirety of the map. Okay, that's interesting. Does that mean the attack can come from any direction? So I'm guessing this is to preempt you from building here if you're like, oh, let's just wall off a section so they can't come in. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. All right, so we have 2 hours and a lot of work to do. Maybe I should have waited a little bit, but I think we'll still be okay. We don't have the good doors, which is slightly concerning. And I should probably cancel some of it. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna let things run, and then if we lose someone, it makes for better content. So that should be fun. Speaking of, we do have a longbow. Is there anyone that can use one that doesn't have one? Yes, Magoda. She's level 11. Go grab this longbow, please. We're going to need everyone up to snuff if we can have it. And then I think the other two are below 10. And you're at 22. You have the best bow from the start. And Garbaga has that war bow. Okay, so we are about as well armed as we can be. And honestly, now that we know we're going to be starting to deal with other factions, after this battle, I might grab the cartography table. Because, yeah, you can also send out caravans to do stuff, and I'm kind of curious if this is going to be a bit more interesting than it was in the last update I played. That should be fun. I'm going to have the Garbaga finish this chronicle up, and then I'm going to have her help with the construction effort as well. And in fact, you know what? Everyone just focus on construction for the short term, because we need to get as much of this up as possible. Okay, well, they did come from a different direction. But they might have come from the worst direction possible for them. Okay, that's very good for us. Now, let's just take a quick look. These two are tall as hell. Good for them. Okay, so 3 Marauders, Adept Archer. Nice little bag, bro. What else do you got? Okay, you're gonna be an Adept. Okay, so it looks like the Adepts are gonna have a little bit of armor, but nothing too crazy. The Marauders are still pretty basic, and the other archers should be fine. Hey, I know you're constructing and praying, but we have more pressing concerns. Go ahead and draft everyone. We'll send you two over to this point, and we'll send you 3 over to the library. And let's keep an eye out. And then, yeah, once they actually get here, they gather their forces, and then they press the assault. Looks like they're all breaking left. Okay, that's clever. So you, get over here. And Quinhelda, you as well. Up on the wall, please. And confirm. Yes, they're all over here. So we will send... Might need to chop these trees. They're actually giving a little bit of line of sight, which is good for them. Let's get a third one above the door, and then I'll have you two picking shots as they come in. Okay, they're both behind Merlins, so that should be good. And it looks like that kitchen ladder is going to come in clutch pretty quickly. I'm glad they got that finished. Quinhelda, take this corner. Magoda, get out here. And Jonette. Oh, we already got a Marauder, yes! Alright, so yeah, you'll see these Merlins, they'll fire off of it, and these guys are going to fire up, but they're getting blocked. It's not guaranteed. You see they just took some... Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, Yohama just took a nasty hit. Okay, yeah, see, you're not invulnerable, but it is very helpful. We're gonna go ahead and pull you back inside. And you guys keep guarding the door. That's perfect. And actually... Okay, Garbaga, keep doing your thing. Yohama, come back outside to cover Garbaga. Oh, they're gonna flank. I don't know if they have that angle. You pull back. You pull back. Yohama, please... Okay, that was real fucking greedy. You 3, volley on the archer. Garbaga, keep firing at Lefquin. And... Okay, you got another hit in. Excellent. Looks like Yohama's bleeding stopped for now, so that's fine. Wolves are going to come around and get some free grabs, as they're right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Pause. I do not want you giving up the assault. You keep pressing until they die, please. Bring Yohama back outside. Okay. Osborne should get taken down. Lefquin. Everyone focus fire on the one slowly crawling away. Okay, everyone come outside. Yohama, you can go back to what you were doing because you are actually wounded. Everyone else can get some steps in. I don't know if you're going to bleed out, but you're not happy, that's for sure. And a little bit of fast forward, and get over here. Okay, here we go. And volley. Okay, one more. Please. There we go. Ooh. Okay. That was a fun one. I was not prepared for that, but it worked out. Okay, so I don't think there was any settlement damage. Yohama got messed up. Pierced cheek and leg muscle. She is healing. She's losing a bit of blood. She's not in pain somehow. Absolute mad lad. And everyone else is fine. Your Baga took a minor hit, but nothing worth noting. Okay. Alright, let's reset that job order real quick. And then have all of you hop off of this. Gonna have you urgent haul this right away, so they come grab that, hopefully. And then we will urgent haul everything else over here. Okay, that was a pretty good raid all around. Yeah, you can see we got pretty lucky there, but the Merlins do work. The Wombos are doing fantastic work. And you can see the power of marksmanship, because they basically had no shot to get to this door. That was about as perfect as it could have gone. If they had split up, that probably would have gone worse for them, because this Merlin set is very good, and we would have also had a line over here. But pressing the side almost worked for them. Yeah, it was really these Merlins that did the work, so... yeah, I'm pretty happy about that one, all things considered. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, everyone try and get helmets if you can. Everyone has armor, everyone's neutral, range, no shield. Okay, we should be good on that. And I think we can switch everyone to summer apparel, possibly. These are force equipped, so when those delete, they'll try and grab summer gear, so that's fine. And we'll also need to do the body burning. And yeah, you can see, like I was saying a few parts ago, yeah, corpses attract so many animals outside, which, you know, honestly pretty good, all things considered, but yeah, it's a pretty easy way to get meat if you really need it. Yeah, there's a pack of wolves, they come to this stuff immediately. And you're convalescing. Moderate, you're already healing, okay. So Yohama took a bit of a hit there, but we're pretty okay. I can confidently say that was a very good raid for us. And I think now that we're done, this feels like a bit more of a nice to have than a necessity right now, but I am genuinely curious about the map and who's going to be friendly and who's going to be our enemy. Not enough wood. Oh. Alright, well, it looks like we have a few priorities today. Yeah, I don't know if these trees actually helped or hindered us. I assume they can block shots, and that arrows aren't just directly to whoever you're targeting. Yeah, I think that kind of worked twofold for us, because it did provide us cover, but I mean, I say it was hard to shoot them. We were getting them pretty early coming in. I think I still want to delete them anyway, because we are going to eventually expand this way, but yeah, I think that actually kind of worked out for us, honestly. And we'll worry about all these berries and stuff tomorrow. Yeah, we need to get this urgent haul done. Let's cancel some of this work for now. Yeah, now that we got a break before our next engagement, we should focus up on what we got, make sure that we're covering our bases, and then we'll go from there. Okay, looks like this is finished. So what we want to do is expand this. I know we were just talking about not doing more work, but we're going to immediately do more work. Actually, we'll hold off on that. Yeah, don't haul that stuff. That's not a priority. Yeah, this stuff's gonna be a bit of a trek, but you had light armor. Ooh, you had light armor. And kettle. Okay. I think we're gonna actually end up with some pretty solid gear out of this. And since we are gonna be moving this stuff pretty soon, I went ahead and expanded the warfare stockpile inside for now. Or, I guess, copied that one and moved it inside. Because once we get all this built up, I think we still want to go back to the plan we were going to have raid and work on defenses, because that is clearly becoming more and more prudent. So we'll do that. We'll get all this built. And then once we get everything caught up, we'll probably start stone mining. But we do have a few things at home we need to focus on. Once we get stone and iron underway, we are going to be in a very comfortable position. I think we have most of the tech we need for that. And yeah, don't worry about the research. We'll get back to that tomorrow. Okay, Magoda's going back to gardening. So that should hopefully mean... Oh, we are basically completely out of food, yikes. Ah, Quinhilde and Gerbaga have the same birthday. Good for y'all. Oh, it looks like we're completely out of food. Excellent. Let's make sure this gets on the stockpile in the morning. Ah, here we go. The barley is gonna start paying for itself. Okay, looks like she's back up to snuff, so... Alright, yeah, we're pretty much fully recovered from that, so I think we're in a pretty good spot. And once everyone armors up... Okay, yeah, we got a little bit of iron, and go ahead and drop that. Hopefully we pick up some helmets. If not, no big deal. But yeah, ideally everyone needs armor, if nothing else. Okay, it looks like everyone's back to their intended duties. And now that we moved everything, we should also get these underway. Yeah, I think one more day off research with Gerbaga should be... I say that. Am I... Hold on. I turned you off. Oh, I did just turn... yeah, you know what? You should be fine to get back to research. And we'll do that 45, and I'm going to go ahead and start cranking out a small amount of textbooks as well. And I'm going to lower the overall chronicle count. I think 45 is the max we need on that. So I think going 45-10 should be fine. Once she gets caught up on that, I'll probably turn this up to 70-75 so we can do multiple small researches at once. And now it looks like we're getting our first crops in all around. These are on flowering, which happened a little bit quicker than I was expecting. Yeah, we might actually get a pretty quick turnaround on the cabbage. Okay, that's a little bit better than I was expecting. Oh, 9 deer. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. So, that's a random event that can happen. Sometimes animals will migrate to the map. Normally it's in groups of 2 or 3. We got an entire family of deer. And a lot of bucks. That is very good for us. Where is that? So, I think this is technically north, but I always play with this angle, so I am probably going to call this north even though it's west. So, yeah, north, a little bit northeast. Okay. And yeah, we haven't gotten around to hunting at all. We do have some people that are going to be very good at it once we do get to it eventually. We've just had a few too many things going on, which is good to stay busy in this game for sure. I think we'll get the second floor of the kitchen done today. And actually with that, I think I'm just going to build a bed instead of moving one. Because since we got a negative event, I'm guessing we might get another trader, because it does seem like traders are a bit more frequent than they used to be. So maybe we get another trader in, and then hopefully after that we get a 6th settler. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pull the trigger on that. And there's all the boys on stockpile. I don't know if they're ever going to get around to this, because I believe this is considered crafting. And crafting, we don't... it's a generic duty where pretty much everyone should be able to do it. Yeah, right there. So stonemason, kiln, icebox. Don't know why butchering's on there. That should be under cooking. That's interesting. And the apothecary, I think, got moved to alchemy. So that might either be a old tooltip that needs to be updated, or that's a bug. I am unsure. In the patch notes, they have been saying that they're moving a lot of stuff over to more logical jobs, like, you know, butchering under cooking, yeah, that alchemy under, or making medicine under alchemy. So I'm guessing that's just a bug. And yeah, you can see these polecats are just going to keep tearing apart of these people, so they're going to deteriorate into bones a lot quicker, which, like I was saying, it's annoying, but at the end of the day, it's kind of whatever. And this is where the red currant's going to start popping off huge for us, because I think you just need 1 red currant to plant, and these ripe ones are going to be putting out, if I can find one that's ripe. There we go. 10-1. That's a great return. And we're even getting some natural herbs in here. Oh, and people are even becoming closer friends. Yay! Dude, Quinhilde has been having the best life since he's been here. I'm so happy for her. In fact, she's almost up to 25 on botany. We can probably get a herb harvest in before the end of the year. How long do these take to grow? 4 days? That is not a bad turnaround at all. And then, yeah, they're another one. Once you have one, you're pretty much set as long as you don't botch your harvests. We've also run into a wood bottleneck, so I'm going to do even more chopping around the base. Yeah, I think these guys are just going to rot again. I might do the thing I was saying earlier and just move this and then reconsolidate all the bones into one pile. Okay, here we go. Gwenhilda's prepping food, so we should be in a pretty solid spot now. Yeah, this is an interesting problem I'm seeing. So I have the ice, which should be lowering temps more in here. For some reason, the, I guess, little hallway into the cellar is colder than the cellar itself. I'm guessing because there's so much space in here, the cold is dissipating? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. And we're gonna finish clearing this out, and then we can start setting up the cellar in earnest. Which, to start that, you want shelves. And to start, a couple right by the door should do us. And we're running into wood problems again, so... This is what I was saying earlier about always needing botanists. Botanists are never a bad thing to have. Because there's always something for them to do. Except maybe, well, even in winter, there's usually stuff for them to do. Yeah, botanists are pretty solid. And we might even get this fence done eventually. Oh, we actually got most of this done. And we have the clay kiln going. I don't know if this was always in here and I'm just now remembering it. I thought you needed something else to make coal. We're also going to be mining our own coal, so I'm not that worried about that, but... Clay bricks, on the other hand, yeah, we're gonna need to start breaking out these in earnest because I believe we have a bunch of clay. Almost 2,000's worth and 600 sticks. Yeah, you can see though, dirt, we're actually eating through a decent chunk of it, and we have no limestone yet because you get little bits out of this, but yeah, rocky soil's barely worth considering unless you have no other options. And then yeah, we'll come hit this. Was that the same group? Alright, well, that was fun while it lasted. Alright, well, so much for having a bunch of deer here. That's a little depressing. Beekeeping's an option, but we probably want to start that in spring next year. Because, yeah, skeps do not work once it's cold out, and summer's almost over. Autumn, we still have a decent amount of heat, but you'll see eventually the crops themselves will also start slowing down. In fact, how long do you take? 9 days. I think we're good to do another seed harvest of carrots, or at least let this one finish up the seed. And then we might even want to stop sowing for the year after that. We'll see once we get there. These are probably in the same scenario. Another 9 days. Okay. And the cabbages, I believe we have a decent stockpile of seeds. Yeah, we'll do one more flowering harvest. It's not going to be as many seeds, but we also do want to start stockpiling food for winter. So I think that'll be an okay balance. And here we go. We got the pen officially finished. So now the goats are going to... Thank you. The goats will be in here. They won't eat the stuff around base. I think they actually destroyed some barley, so good job, guys. Proud of you. Oh, here we go. Our first apple harvest is in, too. Oh, they've probably been eating those. Get out of here, you freaks. Ah, here we go. Okay, so I just caught it a little bit late, but Yohama is actually doing some crafting now because she's caught up on the other work. So you'll see down here, she threw some clay in here. It's going to take a while, but once it's done, it'll just automatically produce bricks. Which means you're also going to start getting rid of the bodies. Yay. Oh, hey, even more friends. Love it. And you'll start burning those. I don't think... Actually... Okay, these guys are not decomposing as fast as I thought. We might be able to actually get rid of them all. That'd be nice. Here we go. And we're going to let you start getting the shelves done. I think that'll just... Yeah, it automatically just bumps the ice blocks into an appropriate spot. There we go. Alright. So... Shelves. Shelves are great for storing things. However, we need to make sure we don't have useless stuff down here, like leather, linen, wool. No reason to keep that in the cellar. All food will come down here. Only seeds I care about can stay down here. And honestly, we get enough flax, I don't want that eating space. Cabbage, carrot, beets, herbs, and apples. Yeah, I think I'm fine with those staying here. I'll double check them once they get here to make sure that lower temp is good for them. I'm just assuming it is. It might actually be the opposite, but we'll find out. And then, yeah, we'll also store all our medicine down here. So that's all those, and then from now forward, we will just copy these to make sure that we don't mess up the storage. Although now, we want to delete this zone. We have that problem, it's fine. Go ahead and haul what we need to. We're gonna have a little bit of gold and fermenting stuff sitting around. That's fine. Actually, here we go. So it ferments, ideally, 42 degrees. That's interesting. Any lower is bad, but extreme temperature is also bad. So maybe we let stuff ferment in the storehouse? Oh, and what's your temperature situation? 50, that's not bad. Could also just let them ferment in the kitchen, in a corner. We'll deal with one problem at a time. For now, it's good enough, wherever it is. And yeah, now, yeah, you get a 20 at a time, it looks like. And you just kind of let this thing run until you have enough. And then you can slowly bump it up. Yeah, once you get a clay, any kind of kiln going or furnace, you can kind of just leave it on autopilot, which is very nice. Oh, here we go. Quinhilda, the mad lass herself, starts planting herbs. Okay. So I believe with that is, yeah, cabbage, flax, carrot, beet, barley, herb, red currant. Trees we don't care about, except apple. I think we have everything growing that we can. So we are officially self-sufficient on that front. Love it. I forgot to set you to meals, which is probably really bad. Let's go ahead and throw you down here. And yeah, you can see they won't be getting the ground modifier. A month for the stuff that's been bad. Or, oh, I guess that's raw. It completely decomposes in a year 10. So yeah, we've got almost a year before the cabbage goes bad. Sick. And yeah, so like I was saying last time, this is just going to slowly but surely expand over time. But this is a very nice start for us. Create a couple more copies, and that should hopefully store just about everything. And we'll keep an eye on it just to make sure that nothing else accidentally gets stored that we don't want, but we should be more or less set for the duration of the game on food, which means now we need something else to focus on. And now that we actually have brick, I do like the limestone roofs too. Like I was saying, though, we don't have that. Clay shingles. 72 bricks. We'll get it done as we can. And then once we actually have the roof, we'll throw someone in here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're going to start decomposing, unfortunately. Annoying, but what can you do? Oh, we're even getting our first beets in, too. You need beets by gray, we can have some in the ground. Just turn off seeds in general on these stockpiles, because I don't want free seeds eating up space. And I'm going to go ahead and allow fermenting on the base floor. I think that'll be okay. That one might be one we need to experiment with a little bit, because I don't know if, one, I guess vinegar just stays good. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't really know where the ideal place for fermenting is. If you have any ideas, please feel free to let me know in the comments. But for now, it seems like a low but decent temp is fine, as opposed to an actual chill cellar. So, we'll experiment with that. Alright, new day, and more stuff to do. As always, more apples. Yeah, I'm glad I gave the apple trees a chance. This is kind of hilarious. I severely underestimated how good these things are. It's always good to learn something each time you play a new game. Or same game, but a new time. And yeah, you can just kind of see the overall game plan with the cellar. Pretty much the only thing you keep on the ground is, yeah, ice block. And you can also keep pigment in here. Hold on. Yeah, I thought you could keep pigment on the shelves, but I guess not. I didn't see in the material list. Just making sure they didn't mislabel it. Okay, well, that means pigment can stay on the floor as well. We won't be getting pigment anytime soon. But it is, well, at least it used to be important for art, and I'm guessing since art has been expanded upon, it's more important than it used to be. So we'll keep it down here and make sure that doesn't go bad when we eventually get to that. And the ice blocks, we just pretty much buy them as soon as they show up and shuffle them down here. I should probably check while I'm Thinking about it, actually. We won't be doing this yet, but it is good to know that it's attainable. I might just, yeah, you know what? We're gonna need cooking. I can't do anything with it right now, but let's just grab it. Because we will need it. Hopefully soonish. And I'm also expanding the pen a little bit. Yeah, once that gets finished, we'll... Why are you not in the pen? There we go. Okay, so now the goats should stop eating stuff all around the base. I think they've been messing with this free barley we had, which... Inconvenient, but also we have a field of it, so we're fine. It is nice when you get some free wild crops, though. Nice little bump. Okay, and everyone's armored up. We only had the one helmet. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these guys on all headgear so they have something. And here's the kitchen so far. Yeah, I think it's gonna look good once it's done. Yeah, I just realized Magoda, who is one of our best farmers, is also our tailor, so that's why that's been falling behind. I was about to say we should get everyone's summer clothes, but I don't think it's gonna really matter. When autumn hits, it's a little bit hot for like the first couple days, but then you want to eventually shift over to winter clothes anyway. But it'll be good to have the summer clothes in the background. So yeah, you know what? Go ahead and drop that. So we get rid of all the force-equipped stuff so we can change these guys over on a seasonal basis. And yeah, so what we're going to do here is move the body slightly over here. Go ahead and deconstruct this zone. And then yeah, once these get hauled, they should consolidate all the bones into the pile. So that's what I was talking about earlier, if you need to clean up a bunch of bones, you can do that. I think bones eventually are used in, I believe, the pigment I was talking about. They have some kind of use, I can't remember. But yeah, you'll see they're all individual bones. There we go. So that's the easy way to consolidate that. Again, you can probably just ignore the burning and then just keep moving your pile around, but I don't know. I feel like eventually they might add a disease system of some sort. I think that could be interesting and cool. And feel like that kind of stuff should be more impactful, but I think for now it's just fun for flavor. And the pen is complete, so we can go ahead and deconstruct all this. And we'll leave stuff just growing in here, because it'll add some variety to their diet, which I'm sure they'll enjoy. Oh, here we go. Salvation. River Bandits. Okay, so I'm thinking this time we might get the extortion event. Appearing deranged at first, Isabella was simply overcome with terror. A pitiful, stumbling corpse with wheels from behind and harsh beatings by a cruel master. Isabella begged, "Hide me. I will die if I am caught." So, again, yeah, there's basically no reason to ever deny someone. Even if someone sucks, there's work to be done always. What's your deal, though? We found our full-time cook. That is fantastic. You're also really good in melee, which, not great for my style. Decent animal handle. Okay, so we don't have anyone that focuses on animal handling, but we have a lot of people that are pretty competent at it. Decent construction. 11 intellectual. You could actually be our... Okay, so we actually have our main cook and our backup researcher. I'm pretty happy about that. And you're also an okay tailor. Okay. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Isabella, how messed up are you? Let's see, you're losing blood, minor laceration. You should be okay once you get over here. And yeah, she's not suffering from moderate blood loss yet. She should get back before that's a problem, but I think even if she does get it, it's not going to be the end of the world. And you actually... Okay, search party is... Okay. So I think now that I understand this a little bit more, I'm not going to mess with the sleep schedule. And go ahead and turn that off. Yeah, we'll just wait till then, and then we'll sleep through that day, and then we'll talk to him in the morning, and probably trigger the raid a couple hours after that. So we should... That is one good thing that's nice, because it used to be you would just keep an eye on this timer and have to build around that and mess with your sleep order. Now it looks like you can kind of keep that and just do a little bit more planning yourself, which is good. But also at the same time, you are going to end up with those events where you don't get a chance to do that, so that's also good. Okay, you know, I was about to say we need to put the cook here. I think it's actually you. So that accidentally worked out perfectly. And you are just about roofed in, too. Oh, they should finish that up. That's perfect. And hopefully when this is done, we get chamber. Assuming people don't just go to sleep, which... Okay, they're all about to go to sleep, so... She might be annoyed that she's sleeping in, technically, an open room. She'll have to get over that. She's almost dying. Also, yeah, how's the cellar looking now? Oh, yeah, we are This is good to see. We're filling it up pretty much as soon as we're building shelves. In fact, I think I might just go for a second row now. Okay, yeah, we'll go for a couple at a time so we don't train all our wood immediately. But it should be enough. And Shinsu's convalescing, we gotta fast forward. Okay, good news is she looks like she's gonna be another quick recovery because the laceration's already minor. And it's gonna expire around the same time that the search party arrives. Could also be an event. Oh, actually. Huh. You know, Oh. Okay, so I think we might not get a negotiator this time. I'm glad I read this. Because this is already saying who's gonna arrive. And it's all melee people. Ooh. Okay, this could be a bit concerning. But I think that's going to be a good cliffhanger for next time. For now, let's go ahead and make sure that you're set on that. And make sure you grab some armor. And make sure you don't flee. Okay. Yeah. So... Oh, you know what? Autumn. Autumn blustered in with crisp mornings and cooler days. It was the season to prepare for winter, tailoring warm clothing and stocking up on food and supplies. Okie dokie, Skip. I don't know why I'm getting a tooltip for the person we just got, but cool. I guess she's the embodiment of autumn. But yeah. Next time, someone please go tend to her wounds. Okay, cool, you're about to do it. Anyway, yeah. Next time, we will see what we have coming in. We'll let these people do a little bit more finalizing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any building done prior to them showing up. But we'll see what they have in store for us. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you next time.